Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be covering the first part of my qualifying round for the TDS tournament in Battlegrounds. So there's a group stage to start with between 8 people, but my group there was 7. So I'll be covering six matches, and I'm going to split this into 3 parts, so each part will have 2 matches. Today I'm going up against Nick136 and Dabwest. So these are best of 3, which is why I didn't bother streaming these, because there's no point really streaming a best of 3 match, because it could be over in 15 minutes. So I just thought I'd record them, voice over them, put a couple of them together, and yeah, instead of making one hour and a half long video, might as well split it into 3 half-hour videos. So yeah, that's as far as this goes, really. The way it works is that the highest people, or the highest qualifiers, get the highest seed in the step ladder, and that will be the next meta, which will be the Footloose, Unstoppable, the ability accuracy reduction one. And spoiler alert, I do make it through. I think it's the top 4 players in each group that make it through. I do end up making it through, and I'll talk through everything as it goes along. So this first match, Kate vs Maestro. Fun fact, this was actually my first fight in this meta. At this point I don't think I was in the GC yet. I think I was just taking it easy getting there. But this just goes to show how brutal this particular meta is, because I thought I played this pretty well. I'd like to think I'm pretty good with Kate, pretty consistently good. And yeah, the Indestructible's so painful, especially against a rank 3 Maestro. Because the way you ideally want to deal with Maestro is to get him down before he gets his cosmic radiation up. And in this meta in particular, it's difficult to do that with all the Indestructible, and because of the extra attack per buff, I'm ticking for 1700 per second now, or per half second, so that's like 3400 a second. It's a lot of damage. So I'm just going to back up now, let this cold snap finish him off, and my goodness, that was 40% health taken from literally just the radiation. But thankfully Onslaught messed him up. So moving on, we've got, I think I'm fighting Iceman. Yeah, I think he just overlooked the fact that Sasquatch is cold snap resistant, or he was trying to get me to place Future Ant-Man. So I placed Nick Fury here, just to kind of try and bait out his Hercules, and it worked. So I used Sasquatch here, and Sasquatch works pretty well for Iceman, especially this meta, because the stagger can get rid of the Indestructible and Unblockable as well. So I won't really have to deal with that part of the node. And yeah, the goal here is literally just to not eat special ones, but to stagger the Indestructible and Unblockable like I didn't do there, and that's going to push me red, which was again unintended. Nothing I'm doing in this fight is right at the moment. But now I'm in Wrath after the special 3, I should be able to just medium, get up to special 2, and then throw a very big yellow number at him if it crits. Which I think it does if my memory serves me correct. It does, 117k crit. Yeah, use the Unstoppable from Wrath to my advantage, and there we go, fight's over. So that's round 1 done. I'll come back for round 2. Okay, so bands for Nick. What I wanted to go with to start off with is Tiger Bullseye, Tiger Photon and Kushala. At the time, I didn't realise how big of a threat Bullseye was in this meta, and I'm quite lucky that he didn't actually end up getting him to choose, because leaving that open was a big risk for me, especially seeing as this meta in particular, I didn't really have many counters. So yeah, that was quite fortunate. I was debating banning Iceman, because Iceman definitely I can see him giving me some problems, but I left him open, and of course he gets him straight away. Yeah, instead I banned Kushala because I know that she can deal with the indestructible and unblockable a lot better. I think the first time I banned Absorbing Man. I can't quite remember. But yeah, now on to the second round, places Nick Fury to start with, which is a good pick. And I think I placed Kindred, yep. And for this, he's going to use his rank 3 Joe. I was just trying to bait that out, honestly. And I'm going to try and use CGR for this. Now, CGR is a pretty new ascension for me. He's still rank 4. But I'm not the best at playing him. Like, this is just gonna... It's kind of going to embarrass me a little bit. So what I wanted to do there was 2 heavies, because I know I'm going to have to get back up to special 2 again. The second heavy basically leaves me enough power to be able to do a light ender into relic into medium if I don't get hit in the face. Try and get him to throw it, please. And he's still unblockable, so I have to dex. But it allows me to go into light ender into relic into medium ender. I didn't need to because that pushed me too far because I got hit, but... And he's unblockable now. This fight's just going poorly. I think I dexed again as well. And he's still unblockable, and I eat more hits. And then get pushed to special 3. Like, this overall is just going very bad. And then I just get hit in the face and die. Kindred did cause him problems, but I mean, that is a winnable score. It's just I played that badly that it's not. So I think I'm going to place Onslaught here. I think. Unless I try and throw the round, throw the round. Yeah, that's just pretty much my only option. Just go straight for Onslaught. I was hoping that he'd throw down Iceman here, but he throws down Long Shot, which kind of leaves me in a bit of a sticky situation. So what I do here is I'm going to go with Kate, just so that I can save Scorpion for one of those 2 Mystics. I've got Chavez for the Iceman, just because she has the energy resist and the heal. And then I'm going to probably throw Scorpion on defense. Not Scorpion, Long Shot on defense. Because I feel like Long Shot would have been a better defender than Kate round 3. So there's nothing really too tricky about this fight. Literally just need to not get hit in the face by a special attack, and ideally not let him reach, Pure of Heart as he gets into Pure of Heart. But ideally just keep baiting special ones, doing what I'm doing. and then hopefully it just nukes him down. And I accidentally pushed him special 2, but I'm going to wait out that stun just so that 1, he doesn't gain as much power, and 2, I'm close to, or yeah, just so that it lets the cold snap tick down more without actually hitting him, and then also just to not let him get power. And it worked. So last fight is this Iceman he's going to put down. I knew he'd put this down, so I'm going to put down long shot, because I feel like he'd struggle more with that than he would with Scorpion, and also, as you saw there, things can go very wrong. So this fight, it can go very well, but it can also go very badly. I've done it very badly before, but this one goes very well. So I'm just trying to get my dimensions up really quickly, just so that the cold snap isn't hurting too much. And what I'm going to do here, go for the relic, then go for the heavy, just because he had the ice armor. If I went for the heavy charge into that, it would have just stunned him. Well, it wouldn't have stunned him. And then go straight for the special 2, heal, and he's dead. That's how you play that fight. I've done it horribly many other times, but that's pretty much textbook, and he crushed that fight. I was quite surprised to get out when I saw this. Yeah, GG's to Nick. And that's 1 point on the board for me. I'll be back for the next match. And the next one is against Dab. And I got in this match, looked at this deck and thought, what is this? What am I facing here? Again, this was before I realised that Bullseye was a big issue. And also, it's basically forced me to kind of learn how to fight Photon just so that I could stop banning her after this match. So, yeah, this was horrible. This like really made me think more than anything, because everything's pretty much max rank aside from the 3 rank 3. I think he had 4 rank 3s actually. So yeah, this was absolutely terrifying for me. Right, first round. I placed Gallon, I think, just to try and throw it a little bit. I wanted to get rid of that Chavez as quick as possible. So he puts down Nick Fury. I go for Black Cat. Honestly, I thought I could outspeed this at the time, just hoping that the amount of buffs that Gallon gets would actually put him into Harvest and do a little bit of damage. Not thinking about Chavez's constant special spamming. So yeah, this is pretty much just a normal Black Cat fight. There's nothing special here. I might have to play around for the Unstoppable, but it's not too much of an issue. I'm going to slow my combo down a little bit. Special 2. That pushes him back to 2 bars. And then just keep those paused. I'm going to save my relic for second life. Right there. Just so that I can push him back to 2 bars. I'm going to try and bait this out. Go for an intercept. Just get rid of the timer. And he's melting at this point. And he's done. That was pretty much perfect. And it still wasn't enough. could have been a little bit faster, but health-wise and actual gameplay-wise, that couldn't really have gone much better. So, this puts me in a pretty weird place now, because I just assumed that I'd lost this. But he's going to put down Stark Spidey, so I'll put down Weapon X. He's going to try and CGR this, I think. And I think he was trying to bait out my Hercules. But I'm going to use Chavez for this, because I needed the Herc for Shuri, just in case he placed that. Wasn't sure if he would or not, but just in case. But yeah, this is pretty much just a nothing fight for Chavez. There's no threat really, apart from the 3% chance to evade, which could trigger. I mean, I'm always going to be heavy attacking and knocking him down, so the AI is not really going to do anything. As soon as these two buffs run out and give me MD, he's done for. Yeah, that was way overkill. So looking at this, I'm kind of thinking, right, my only option really is to place Domino, because Titania can't gain buffs. It's just a regular Titania fight, and then Sunspot is a lot easier to fight than either of them combined, even with the node. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I didn't want to place Joe because he'd just nuke it with Sunspot. I know he's going to take like at least a minute against Shuri, not against Shuri, against Domino. So I just end up putting her down, and it's just going to be a nuke fest for this last round. He goes with Sunspot, I go with Herc, and he obviously goes with Shuri. Now I just need to hope that I can do this faster than he can. So just go for a few light intercepts, build up as many feats as I possibly can. Yeah, as soon as I've done this, pretty much just go for a special 1 intercept. I'm at 9 now, which is good because I'm getting some good damage off. And pretty much just going to try and get this indestructible and unblockable off as quick as possible. Go for a relic, and then it's just a race up to my special 2. I'm not even going to bother like going for the intercept. Just straight up, this should finish him. And it does. Even if it didn't crit there, a couple more hits would have done it. And yeah, that's thankfully quick enough. But only just. He did very well that fight. Now, on to round 2. And I was debating banning Tigra here quite a bit because she's ascended, and obviously I overlooked Bullseye and was also very lucky in this one that Dad didn't draft him once, or didn't get the option to. But there were a lot bigger threats that I felt at the time, Juggernaut and Hulk being 2 of them especially. I think I do leave Photon open after this round. I think. I can't quite remember. But this round definitely does not go anywhere near as good as the last one for me. Yeah, he places Nick Fury, and this is going to be one of a few times in this tournament where I actually end up scoring 0 points. You'll see what happens. I know when I fight FinTech later on, I think that's going to be the 3rd or part 3 of this whole thing. I do score 0 twice in that match. So yeah, that's a fun one. It pretty much goes the same as this fight, to be fair, or near enough the same. So build up to 3 flare state. Now what the plan was originally to try and cancel out second life, but he somehow tags me there. I be honest, I need to go and slow that down and watch that back, because that was outrageous. But yeah, he goes indestructible, unblockable right as he's at 100%, and then special 1 just out of nowhere, and then I think he sidestepped me, but he was still unblockable, and I tried blocking it, so I just ended up scoring 0, which was horrible. But yeah, that's one of at least 3 times. Cannot remember if it happens again, but it might. So that half screws me for this one, because I know that was definitely winnable. That was definitely a lot worse than it went for him the first time around. Yeah, this next round I'm pretty much just going to throw Onslaught down, hoping that I can do whatever he places faster and or better. And then I've not really got much option for round 3. I think he's going to place Domino here. Going to place Red Skull. And to be fair, neither of us have defenders. Like, if I win this round, I don't know how round 3 would actually go, because neither of us have defenders. I mean, Chavez is the best one for both of us, and she gets hard countered by both champs that we have, so this fight doesn't go very well, to say the least. This fight in this meta is one that I don't really like doing much. I'll be honest, I thought that parry had stuck, and then 2 crits and lost 35% of my health already. Not great. Yeah, can I get to special 2? Just gonna throw it. 3 shocks. Now, honestly, this isn't the one. That's not the one. I thought she evaded that at the time. I say at the time. Looking back, I thought this was the one where she evades 2 of the hits and then hits me for like 60k on a medium. I definitely dexed that. But overall, that little special 1 hit there is what ends up costing me this. Because if I hadn't been hit by that, if I'd have dexed it like I meant to, I would have had more points. Which is great. So now, on to the last round. So I actually change out to the Tigra band this round, just because she kind of made last round a little bit more inconvenient for me. Because if I had have won round 2, that round 3 would have been, or everything would have been nuked by Tigra. So I just felt better off banning her than Photon. Because it is an unduped Photon, I can deal with it fairly easily. And yeah, coming on to the actual picks and everything. Not fully a fan of how this is at the moment. I go for Domino first. This is the 3rd time I've given him this Domino Shuri matchup in this best of 3. And I think he's kind of getting sick of it at this point. Like, dude's just got to do the exact same matchup every single match. But yeah, this matchup is kind of tricky in this meta, just because you have to time the rock stacks and the indestructible being down at the same time to throw your special 2. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and slow my combo down a bit. And then get the rock field down manually. It doesn't do it all the way, but that was as good as I could get without being pushed red, and I really did not want to be pushed red. It will line up a lot better this time. So now I can just parry 2 hits, parry again, get a couple more of the prowess up. One of those crit, thankfully. Now the relic, just to keep the timer down. And yeah, that's about it for this fight. And he's down. That was clean, but slow. Thankfully, he took a little bit of damage. That's the worst he's done this fight so far in this 3, which I got quite fortunate with. But yeah, I think I'm just going to place Onslaught this next round. Something weird does happen here, and I do feel quite bad for this. I was fully expecting him to just place Onslaught, but it looks like his game froze. And at the time I was quite confused on what was going on. But it put him CGR down. And I felt quite bad. But a win's a win. Yeah, I was expecting to put Onslaught down, and then I go to one of the line chats afterwards and ask what happened. He said, yeah, my game just kind of froze, but it's fine. So I'm sorry, Dad. Anyway, this fight in particular made me realise how sneaky of a defender CGR actually is. Because, like, as you can see now, if he's about to throw a special one here, he's got his unblockable already. But look at the duration on those. If those 2 procced in the 5th one, I mean the Fury gives the last judgment for the damnation anyway. But the duration on those 2 are so long. If that had been the 5th one, they'd not have gone down by that point. Yeah, that's going to do it. Yeah, so that's 2 points to me at the moment, out of a potential 7. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.